So a Tutsi tribe of people that helped raise the majestic creature. Now the large horns on top of their head are actually completely hollow. They only weigh up to around 15 pounds on average, and that's at most. Now like I said, that's actually one of the animal conservationists over there. They actually maintain this beautiful land and also take care of these amazing creatures out here. To put in perspective how large this reserve is, you could fit Magic Kingdom inside of this reserve alone. Couple different predators. Ah, yes. There is one laying down up on top of the cave. It's a very fuzzy looking rock. This is a hyena. Now this is actually a spotted hyena. It gets its name from the spots on their backs. Now hyenas are actually not related to the canine family whatsoever. They're actually part of the family called a Hyenidae. Females are the alphas of the group. Even the lowest ranking female outranks the highest ranking male. Over to our left-hand side are springboks. Springbok only stand 3 to 4 feet tall, but reach speeds up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Top 10 fastest land animals in the world. But if you haven't seen him yet, he's pretty tall, he's pretty iconic. This is a giraffe. Now, this is one of the 9 subspecies of giraffes, known as Maasai giraffe. Now, Maasais are actually known for their messy spots and patterns. Jump, buddy. They usually stand around they actually stand about 18 to 22 feet tall, and when they are born they already stand 6 to 7 feet tall. I'm very sorry, I think I blocked his way around. Aww. Now we're going to find a bunch of giraffes out here. A group of giraffes, like the one that we'll see out here on the reserve, is known as a tower. Like this one is once again going to cut us off. All the animals out here do have the right of way. They give them more than enough space to let them do their thing. Giraffes are usually on the hunt for food. Giraffes usually eat for about 18 hours out of a 24-hour period. Now that only leaves them to sleep about 30 minutes a day on average, and that's at most. Like I said, it's trying to find some food. We'll get another look at some Ankole cattle, though. That's actually be the next animal that we'll see. They'll be coming up on our right and our left-hand side of the truck, so everybody will get a pretty great view of them. Now, these cattle are actually the only domesticated animal out here on the reserve. Also, over to our left-hand side, we have some tan antelope, Patterson's eland, of course. They're the largest antelope out here on the reserve. Now you can see really how big those horns are.
Auntie, look right here.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Now you have a couple more of those giraffes over on our right hand side. But alongside them, those gray animals are white-bearded wildebeest. 1.5 million wildebeest travel together at a time, 500 to 1,000 miles together. Their herds can be so large you can see them from outer space.
Oh wow.
Another giraffe coming up over on our left. Now if you can ever catch a glimpse of giraffe's tongue, whether that's now or later, maybe come back on a safari, you can try and see a giraffe's tongue. You'll see that it's completely black and blue. That's actually to help from their tongue from getting sunburned. Their tongue can actually reach around 18 inches long. Another giraffe trying to hide behind the palm trees, trying to blend in. Now we're going to make our way in through Timbo territory. Timbo is a Swahili word that means elephant. Now, elephants are usually found in a couple different spots out here. Now, usually during the day we can find some elephants and some monkeys out here, but elephants usually tend to go in around this time over on this side of the savannah, but we'll keep on heading up. While we do so, I'm actually going to tell you guys a very quick story about some elephants that I know about and that you guys should actually know about, because elephants are actually not really scared of many things. We grow up learning that they're actually afraid of mice, but that's actually not true. They're actually afraid of one insect, and that is a bee. Now, so much so they'll run away through anything to get away from bees, including different farmlands. And farmers, well, they didn't like that idea, So they decided to come up with the beehive fence, became the most successful fence in all of Africa. Because what it does, it keeps bees within the fence, protects the crops, and it keeps the elephants far away. So no longer it actually helps the bees stay alive because they're now an endangered species, and so are elephants. So it actually helps everyone out and becomes very successful. Now on the right and left hand side, this is red clay. Elephants love to eat red clay as a source of minerals and protein that they can't get from a plant diet. And a group of elephants, usually that we can find out here, is known as a parade. And in the parade they select a female leader who is known as the matriarch. She knows where the best watering holes are, best place to find food. She's also usually the oldest and the largest elephant in the parade. Oh, there's a giraffe though over on our left.
Giraffes be everywhere. Oh, there's the elephant.
Elephant over in the distance to our left. We'll get a better look, but looks like you guys are going to get another look at a giraffe, apparently. This giraffe is actually a little bit younger than the rest. A couple wildebeest over on the right. As you can see, he's a little bit shorter. He's only 11 months old and over 10 feet tall already.
Yeah, she is strong. I'm busy right now.
Just eating the day away, one little bit at a time. Alright, here's an elephant coming up over on our left-hand side. Well, the back side of an elephant at least. Looks like it's actually eating some hay. Elephants eat around 300 pounds of food a day. Females weigh anywhere between 9,000 pounds. Males weigh anywhere between 11 and 15,000 pounds. So this one is a male. You can tell how big he is, how tall he is. He's a lot larger than an average female. Over to our left-hand side are greater flamingos. They're actually the largest flamingos in their family. They get the light pink color from actually eating shrimp. Now they start off a light gray and they turn that pink color over time. Now a group of flamingos like this is known as a flamboyance of flamingos. And a flamboyance can have over 200,000 flamingos in the one group. Now we're making our way kind of to the outskirts of the savannah. The horned post that we see over to our left is kind of old, but those are actually horns of rhinos and tusks of elephants that my wardens have collected from poachers throughout the years. Poachers used to run these parts, but they were able to be moved out. Look at this. Over on our left, we got actually two different species. We got Bontebok, that little brown animal that's alongside them, and then we got, of course, the white rhino. Bontebok are a relative of the wildebeest. And the white rhino, well, they're actually the larger of the two on the reserve. So they're larger than the black rhino. They're known to have pointed jaws like triangles. Oh, excuse me, these actually have square mouths, like little squares. Now, they're actually white rhinos, used to be their name, known for their wide mouth. A couple more lioness over here to our left-hand side. As you can see now, they are sleeping the day away. They actually remain inactive 20 hours out of a 24-hour period.
I see two more. What if he slips off that rock?
He'll wake up.
I know. And he pretends.
Now, many of you actually know the Swahili term that means lion, which is Simba. Simba actually means lion, which is pretty cool. A group of lions is known as a pride.
Couldn't get him.
Over to our right hand side, we got some brown animals with little white rings on their behind. Those are waterbuck. Now, like their name states, they like to live near the water. They have an oily coat which keeps them waterproof or water resistant when running away from predators. They do have a tendency after a while to do smell like wet dogs because they do have such oily coats. So much so that if a predator starts to try and chase after them, sometimes they smell them and then they themselves will run away. We got one last stop out here on the reserve before I take you guys back to the village of Harambe. And that's going to be through the Magani Glen. The Glen is more of a come and go place, but it's actually home to two very amazing creatures out here. One is coming up over on our right hand side, one is on the left. There will be birds over to our right known as the yellow-billed storks. 3 feet tall birds are carnivorous. But this animal over to my left is actually my favorite animal out here on the reserve. Hands down. Many people don't know about him, but this is the scimitar horned oryx. They get their name from their long, slender horns that look like samurai swords, hence the name scimitar. They actually go 9 months out of the year without a sip of water, plus they don't break a sweat till it's 115 degrees outside. But with that, my friends, this does conclude the tour here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. And Asante Sana, thank you so much for choosing Kilimanjaro Safaris for all of your safari needs. Now, as your sun is slowly starting to set and your moon is starting to rise out here at Animal Kingdom, there is still so much that you guys can do. I will let you know that the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, though, and the Maharaja Jungle Trek have closed